And I think it comes from a few misconceptions. So we want to talk about 2 today, and then we're going to unpack more next week. But there's 2 misconceptions that I want to talk about today, and this is the first one. Is I think a lot of the relational pain comes out of these 2 things, is I just need to find the right person. I just need to find that right person in my life. And once I meet the right person, everything will work out. It'll all work out regardless of what you do between now and then. I can mess around now, but the past will just disappear. Or you think, I just haven't met them yet. Or you thought you did, and then you moved in, or you married him or her, but things aren't working out anymore. And so we think we must have chosen the wrong person. That's the thing. And now you're on the prowl for what? The right one. And our culture reinforces this notion. Once I find him, everything will work out. You see, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid was Robin Hood. I love that one. They ripped off all of the characters from Jungle Book, but it was still fantastic. They did. They really did. They're like, how do we make money? Let's just take the same characters and put different costumes on them. Done. The soundtrack is amazing, though. Right? I don't know if you know it. Sometimes ups outnumber the downs, but not in Nottingham. Right? If you don't know it, you need to go watch it. You're like, I'll never watch that movie based on how you sang. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. But in Robin Hood, at the very end, Lady Miriam and Robin Hood, who's a fox, okay, literally, they get married, and at the very end, this heart closes in on them with a just married sign into the sunset, and you think, yes, they did it, right? And what did they do? They got married. Right? But he just needed to find the right lady. And once he finds the right lady, everything is going to turn out. And you think everything is going to be fine, including you, if you just find the right one. But there's more to a satisfying relationship than finding or being found. And we don't hear much about this anymore because more doesn't really make entertaining film or reality TV. And we like the fights on TV. I don't know why we do. But we watch it, and we're like, yeah. But then when we're in it, we're like, this sucks, and it does. It takes more than just finding. It takes more than just committing as well. And we believe this, that if we find the right person, everything will work out. But we also believe another misconception, and this is the second one, is the promise. If I just make a big enough promise or big enough commitment in the realm of relationships, that a promise will then replace my need for preparation. And the misconception here, it suggests that you can commit or you can promise or you can vow your way into a successful or satisfying future. And all that came before can be overcome with a promise and a party. But promises are no substitute for preparation. Because we know that to be true in every area of our life, in academics, in sports, in business, in medicine, in your finances. Preparation is the key to success. And when it comes to relationships, commitment, I'm going to say it, is way overrated. And here's why. Because I can and I do are 2 different levels of competency. Anybody can commit. Anybody can say, I do, but that does not make you competent. I know firsthand. I got married at 20 years old. I thought I knew everything, and I did. No, I'm kidding, I didn't. I had you though, right? And you're like, no, this guy didn't. He didn't know everything. So what saying I do doesn't do is make you competent. What it does is make you committed. But when you're committed but not competent, you become miserable. If you are preparing, if you aren't preparing, you'll be unprepared. And this is why choosing to follow Jesus becomes so essential, and it makes all the difference. As Andy Stanley says, and I think this is really important, and we're going to unpack this over the next 5 weeks, We see this as we read into the scriptures. We see this as we read through the New Testament and we read in Jesus' life. And Andy really sums this up well. He just says that we need to become the person you're looking for is looking for. And the question then begs itself, are you the person you're looking for is looking for? And now if you're married, you're like, whew, I'm off the hook. Or if you're in a relationship, you're like, yeah, I'm good. But this is the question for you. Are you still the person they're looking for? Or have you allowed life, or have you allowed kids, or money, or schedules to turn you into somebody else? And Jesus steps into history and introduces to us a better way forward. And when it comes to finding the right person, Jesus doesn't offer us advice. He teaches us about becoming the right person. Not just tips and tricks to throw a Band-Aid on a situation for a few weeks, but to become the person that the person we're looking for is looking for.